Hi everyone, I'm Wendy Ward, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about graphics for your business as well as doing your graphics for your product. And I'm coming to you as obviously a consultant and a customer. And I've also worked as a graphic designer for quite a few years. I worked in advertising departments, but I mostly worked in doing retail design. So I have that a little bit of that as a background. And I just want to go over some things that I've noticed that work that may not work so well. And this is also a good opportunity when you're in the queue to go to like a multi-consultant sale and scroll through and see what designs are popping out at you. And as a customer, and say you're looking for a maxi, what in that huge page of maxis really pops out at you as the graphic they use, because that actually, if you have three of the exact same maxis on a multi-consultant page, sometimes it's the way they laid it out, it's going to catch your eye, and you're going to look at that one first. So those are things to be looking into before your inventory comes in. I did that. I spent a lot of time. I would take screenshots of something I loved, and I played around with different ideas. And I had a lot of fun with it. And it's something you don't want to wait until you've taken all your pictures of your initial inventory and then say, oh, I don't know how I'm going to lay it out. I never even did that. So it's just something you can work on while you're waiting. So first, what I'm going to do is I did some samples to show um, of like ads you might want to do if you're having a sale or if you're doing a giveaway. There's a lot of great apps you can use to make a little graphic, and they're so easy to use. I love them. I'm not going to go over how to use them or which ones you should use or which whatever, but that's not what this is for. That could probably be a whole other video, but I'm just going to show different things that might work and that might not. So I did some up. The one thing you'll find when you type in your copy, there are some of the programs you can click and it will just do a random layout of your text. But that doesn't always work. This one I did, it's for a sale. And as you can see, it just does not flow right. The wording just doesn't read well at all. It says, join me tonight, new inventory. That's just the random generator. It came up like that. And I have seen people use stuff like that. They're like, oh, that's fine, I'll put that up. But it just take that extra few seconds to try to fix it. You just click the random button again until it comes up with one that looks or reads right. It's just awkward to read. And over time, if you keep putting stuff like that up, people are gonna be like, "What? What are they trying to say? This is weird." So just like I said, take that extra few seconds, just click the button again, or you can do your own layout if you want to spend a little more time and move the text around yourself. But here's one, join me tonight, new inventory. I wanted to focus on new inventory. So the new is huge, it reads fine. So I think I'm focusing on what I really want them to read, is that I have new inventory. And it's broken up nicely. It doesn't read choppy or funny. So there's one example. The other one is, here's a sale, an example of doing a sale, or sale events, I guess. And this one reads okay, kind of. The problem is the one is it's just weird because it says weekly sale events, March 26th to April, and then this huge one. And that's what the random generator came up with. If I was in a rush, I might have just said, oh, that's fine. But it's not fine. It's just the one might come across as it's part of the graphic. So I just took a few extra seconds, just made something simple, made it orange to match the flower. So just take that extra few seconds is basically what I'm trying to say. Read through it. If it reads kind of weird, Just kind of tweak it around. Here's a few others I did. I did a few for doing a giveaway. This one reads a little strange as well because you have text on the left, text on the right. It's kind of awkward. Do you read down each column? Do you read across? Huge giveaway happening now. Click link to enter. It might take a second for them to realize, oh, which way do I read it? So I clicked around. I did this one. It's kind of it's easier to read. Huge giveaway happening now. Click link to enter. This might still kind of throw people off a little because they want to read, these big things. They think this is a little graphic, so they might not read this part at first. But it's not, it's not as awkward as this one, I guess. This one reads okay. The problem I have with this is what you really want them to see and what you want to stand out the most is it's a huge giveaway. Click link to enter is what's most prominent, and that's not really what this is about. It's a huge giveaway. So you want to work on it so that the huge giveaway part is huge. That's the one that's showing up the best. So it's just taking the time to look back at what you just did, read it, ask yourself, is what I want everyone to get from my ad standing out? Or is something else standing out that really isn't very important? Obviously, you click the link to enter, but that's not the most important part of this ad. I think that's the only one I did. Okay. So those are just some ideas for when you're doing ads that will help. I did up this little practice page to put my graphics in so I didn't have them all over on my other page. I also want to talk to you about your graphics for your product. Here's one I did. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not sure what this is recording. I don't know if you can really see the whole thing. But if you can't, hopefully you'll get an idea. Basically, I've seen this happen a lot. And I think maybe people have their camera on a tripod at a certain level, or I'm not really sure. But when you do something like this, I'm not buying. Maybe I can make this smaller. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I just want you to be able to see. And I don't think it's showing the whole thing. Let's do this one more time. I'm really not sure how much of this screen is being recorded. Okay. So I'm not buying or looking to buy the mannequin. So here's a picture, and they call this area of your graphic, this is your real estate, and you want to use it to your advantage. Having all of this this is basically wasted space because nobody cares about the top of your mannequin unless there's a shirt on it that you're selling. So this is so much wasted space. So that's something you want to think about. Now here, I brought it in, and you can see more of the skirt, and it's just a huge difference. I'll show you again. There's that, and there's that. It's just a major difference. You want to use the real estate to your advantage. You only have a second to catch someone's eye, and if they're scrolling through, especially in multi-consultant sales, if they're scrolling through and they scroll by and they see this huge white thing and and not as much of this, it's like, ugh, what? I don't want a mannequin. Just think about something to think about when you're doing your photography. And let's see, I thought I had another one to show you. I guess it's not showing up. Oh, here we go. Now this one I did similar to, similar to this one. Oops, sorry. Except obviously a different background. What I want to talk about here is it's just too much going on. I haven't seen this a lot, but I've seen it as far as backgrounds go. But I've seen people put other things in their graphics. Just all kinds of things. You have stuff in your photo, or you have little tiny graphics in this area, sometimes it's too much. You want the focus to be on your picture. You want them to see what you're selling and also what it verbally or with words tell them what it is, because sometimes I've seen pictures of shirts that I think, wow, I really like that shirt. But it, even as a consultant, you'd think I'd know what shirt it is based on just looking at it. But sometimes the photography is in such a way it's a little hard to tell. So if it doesn't say, oh, this is a classic, then I have to take the time to ask somebody, or to, especially in multi-consultant sales, scroll through and try to find which folder this was in. If I happen to find it on the wall, someone had commented on it, it's no longer in its folder, and you have to kind of hunt. So to me, I like saying maxi on it, and the size, obviously. The other thing that I think is really important, I didn't put it right here, is your shop name or your name, because I can't tell you how many times I've had people say, I saw this beautiful skirt or this shirt, but I don't know whose it was. There's no name on it. I saved it. I did a screenshot. I want to come back. If you or someone might do an amazing layout of an outfit, and other consultants are like, wow, that's gorgeous. I love how they did that. And then it gets shown around, but your name's not on it, so no one's ever going to know that you're the one who did that. So there's several reasons why it's important to put your name on your pictures, because you just want people to know it's yours, especially if it's a hard to come by outfit or shirt or leggings. You want people to be able to track you down, to come, especially when people buy from you, they often will do a screenshot, and you want them to have your name so they can come back and find you and find your shop. It's just good business. It's good marketing for yourself. So I think it's important to put your shop name or your name in your picture. And lastly, well, here's one I did. This is my layout. I know Ashton's talked about branding yourself. I don't do really a lot with branding myself. I do have a light pink background. It's subtle. It's not like overkill. And I've had actually quite a few people comment, mostly consultants, saying, how did you do that? How do you make your graphic like that? I just basically did a Google search for a pink sparkly background. Most of them are just too sparkly, so I just got something very subtle. So I have my name. I have a close-up of the leggings so they can see the pattern, the price, and that it's a TC leggings. So for me, the branding is the light pink. I think over time, people are gonna say, if they see that, they'll be like, oh, that's Wendy's. She has the light pink. I know with Ashton's, as soon as I see one of hers, before I even see that she posted it, I pretty much know it's hers, because she uses that really pretty, I think it's a metal mannequin. And I haven't seen that around too much. I think, oh, that's Ashton's. So it doesn't have to be huge, just something subtle. There's another consultant hers is, she just has the gray with the, it's gray down here, and then it has leggings, TC. And she has her name in the corner, but it's over to the right. It's not centered, it's to the right. And I pick up on that. And as soon as I see it, quick glance, I say, oh, I know whose that is. And over time, that's branding. Over time, your customers are going to know that that's yours. If they see it somewhere, they'll say, oh, that's Wendy's. I shop from her. I enjoy shopping from her. Just something subtle that people, or doesn't have to be subtle, that people will pick up on over time, and they're going to want to shop from you. And finally, what I just want to, here's a multi-consultant sale that's going on right now. These are shirts. So like I was saying before, just scroll through, see what is going to pop out at you. And some of you aren't going to do multi-consultant sales. You're just going to sell them on your page, which is great. But this is just an idea. So scroll through, look at other people's, what is working, what isn't. in your mind.